eastern indigo snake. They're native to Florida. We have them all over the United States. We have a Texas indigo snake as well, but they are extremely rare to find in the wild. So these are our easterns. They are snake eaters. So they eat other snakes. They also, of course, eat mice and other small rodents as well. A lot of their threats, just like most snakes, is habitat loss as well as humans. Of course, anytime anyone comes up against a snake who is not educated in them, automatically goes straight to fear. So they want to kill them. But these guys are actually a little bit luckier. So because they are snake eaters, farmers do like to keep them on their land. So what they would do in Florida and in Texas is they would get a bunch of these guys, put them on their land, and it'd take care of the rattlesnake and venomous snake population. What we're doing with these guys is we have a big male on exhibit, and we also have 2 females. We have this one and a larger one that will be able to breed next year. And we're going to be possibly doing a breeding project. So we're going to try and get these guys, if not into the wild, at least into zoos and get more education about them.
So yeah, this is the Houston toad. Now we have the Houston toad program here at the Houston Zoo. This is pretty much the most endangered species of amphibian in Texas, I would say. Probably about 100 left in the wild is what they're guessing at this point. Biggest stronghold we had was in Bastrop State Park. And then, not only did they develop over there for golf courses and whatnot, but the fire that hit in 2011 took a big chunk of the habitat from them. And then now with this current fire they had in Busher, that's another, I don't know what the percentage is, but it's another big chunk of habitat they've lost. Now we have, I can't remember what the number is, but we have a large collection of them in captivity, and we're producing eggs each year. And with those, we're pretty much just producing eggs and releasing them back in the wild at this point. So we're trying to get as many egg masses as we can into the wild. Last year we were able to produce around 600,000 eggs. And when they release those, they usually have some type of, I won't say netting, but it's like a wire cage that they put on top of them. That way predators just don't come in there and eat all the eggs while they're sitting in the pond. This is definitely our biggest conservation project, I would say, here. I would say right now we are the main contributor to it. We do have some other zoos joining in. So Fort Worth Zoo, they have a couple of our toads, and they're helping us with some of the breeding and releasing as well.
This is our reserve building. It's mostly endangered species of turtles and a few of our offspring for the most part. In general, this is our turtle breeding center. Any AZA accredited facility, we have what we call assurance colonies, and hopefully in captivity we can at least assure that these things will not go extinct. So these are Malayan giant pond turtles. When these guys are full grown, they're about half the size of this cement tub right here. They are a very, very large species of turtle. I believe we were one of 2 or 3 zoos now that have actually bred these guys. We keep our adults in the orangutan moat. It's a heated moat. It's got plenty of space. And not only do we collaborate with other zoos, but we collaborate with other departments. So when they are noticing breeding behaviors, we'll actually pull out the females, bring them to the vet clinic. We'll either ultrasound or x-ray to see if there's fertile, if there's calcified eggs in there. We get the turtle, they lay the eggs, and then we incubate the eggs, and this is what we get, and then we take care of the babies for them. So it's a nice collaboration between a few different departments in the zoo. And this is the fruit of our labor. Really pretty little plastrons, cute little faces, and probably within 5 to 8 years, these guys are going to be absolute beasts. Very, very big turtles. The heads alone on the adult turtles are like 8 of these put together. Just absolutely massive heads. Really cool turtle. The pet trade isn't so much a problem for these guys as the food market is. These guys are very large turtles and can produce a decent amount of food for people. So food markets are a very, very big problem for these guys. So these are Madagascar big heads. This is the 14th or 15th most endangered species of freshwater turtle on the planet. When they are full grown, they're a pretty big, fairly aggressive species of turtle. We've got 2 males and 5 females, adults in the lemur moat, which very similar to the orangutan moat. It gives them a decent amount of space, a lot of hiding places. It is heated, so when it does get a little bit cool here, the water's still nice and warm for them. That exhibit works out so well for them, in fact, that they actually breed, lay eggs, and these turtles hatch out on exhibit with no help from anyone. That is just an exhibit that works extremely well for them. So there's usually very little manipulation of the adults to have to mess with them, pick them up, interrupt them, stress them out, nothing. So they get a lot of privacy and they get to do what they want to do, and this is what happens. We have 9 babies right now. We've got a few eggs that are cooking that look really good. So probably within the next 2 or 3 days, we're going to have 2 or 3 more of these guys hatch out. And we were the first zoo in the United States to actually breed these guys, and we currently are the only zoo that breed them. And we've sent out probably 25 or 30 babies to other zoos at this point over the last 2 or 3 years.